What's up, guys? I've been playing this game a lot lately, Awesomenauts that is, and I've decided I want to do some like overview videos of each Awesomenaut and their skills, basically. If you've played the game before, you get to pick from 4 rows of skills, and you get to pick 3 skills per row. And really, picking the right skills is really important to win, because you get solar throughout each match and you can buy each skill. And like, say you would want damage over, let's see, life still, because you want to do the maximum amount of damage or whatever to the enemy team, but you don't need the extra health because you're just that good. But I mean, that's just the kind of skills you get to pick from, pretty much. I'm gonna start with Leon because he's a really good class. Like if you tongue people, if you're built right and you just slash them up, you can kill them in just a couple seconds if they're not stacked with HP. But I'm gonna go over each skill and what their bonuses are for and why you would want to use it. So yeah. Alright, this here, let me unselect all these first. Alright, this skill, Spike Tongue Piercing, increases the damage of Tongue Snatch, which is you can upgrade 3 times. So once you have it fully upgraded, it does a total of 9 damage, which I usually have, but some people don't like to have that one. So, but we'll go over that in a bit. And that only costs 160, but this one right here is actually cheaper to buy all at once, but you don't gradually get it. You have to save up and get it all at once. It's pretty much the same thing, 9 damage, but you only upgrade it once, but it costs 400. So I mean, you either want to spend more but get it over time, or you want to save up all your money and pretty much buy it all at once. But this is, in the long run, this is a better deal because it's cheaper. Tongue Stretcher, this increases the range of Tongue Snatch with a new patch. This skill right here, it's actually shorter, but the default tongue range is a lot longer. So, but if you do have this upgrade, it's actually shorter than the previous patch, but it's still a pretty long range. But I always wait to get this pretty much last because they did buff the normal tongue range. So that's that skill. It just increases the range of your tongue. Silence duration, you can buy this twice. It silences for a total of 1.4 seconds, 0.7 per upgrade. This isn't as good as it used to be because they nerfed silence. You can actually use your auto attack now, so this is pretty much not worth getting with this tongue snatch. Lifesteal is meh. Like, you don't really need this. Like, there's definitely better skills to have. Like, I would much rather have this solar grab over the lifesteal, but I'd rather have damage over the solar grab, but that's just me. Damage, I talked about that one already. And solar grab, that means when you shoot your tongue out, like anything you hit, you'll get 15% of the damage you dealt in solar. So that's pretty nice, I guess, but just on my preference, I'd rather do extra damage to Awesomenauts than get the extra solar. That's just me. I know a lot of people go with this, but I don't know, I just don't like using it. So with a good build, like if you want to maximize your damage, I always go with this, and like the 2 damage upgrades and the tongue snatch, because I mean, you're gonna be doing what, 12 plus 9, which is 21 plus another 9, which is 30 damage if you fully upgrade your tongue, and then you can shoot it super long, so you can drag them to you, and then if you're built right with your knife, you'll just do massive amounts of damage. But I know some people like to go like this, stretcher damage and the solar grab, because when the game first starts, they'll just buy this and just start like tonguing everything, so they get a bunch of solar in the beginning, and they'll upgrade this so they can tongue a lot more people to get more solar. The next row is the stealth row. You can build this totally different, like to your playstyle. You can either have where you can spam dummies. You would get the dummy walk, where your dummy walks. Like when you stealth, it pops a dummy out, and if you didn't have the upgrades, you would just stand there and do nothing. But you can get them to walk, which on the minimap really confuses the enemy, and you can get them to walk to like their turret or whatever, and if you have this, it'll attack their turret, but he doesn't have that much health, so you need to get this if you want him to attack the turret. But usually I go with the explosion damage, because you can stack it to 50, because there's 2 upgrades, 25 each, and that'll pretty much do 50 damage on them, which is really good. But if you didn't want to go the dummy way, you could stack, or you could do this, which you go into stealth, and like your first strike does 10 extra damage, or 20 if you max it out, 10 each upgrade. And if you just go behind somebody, or like you're just in stealth, your very first slash will do 20 extra damage. So if you have like crit and you're in the back, and maybe the damage, you'll do massive amounts of damage, like probably at least 50 just on your first slash if you get a crit. Another one I like to use, like if you have like a gnaw on your team or on the enemy team and they're just stealing all the health upgrades, I like to go with this, because you regen health while you're cloaked, and it goes pretty fast, 300 per minute. Like you're pretty much gonna be max health in 30 seconds. Like really, I don't really like using this, because I don't know, it just isn't worth it to me, because I pretty much miss every first strike, so I never get this. I always go with health, dummy walk, and dummy attack. Or you could go with dummy walk and dummy explosion if you wanted to do like a lot of damage at once. But you would have to get really lucky with the dummy explosion, because the enemy team's gonna eventually learn to stay away from those. And the slasher, this is pretty easy. Like these, like there's no match really between these. Well, there's no match for the crit strike. I mean, doing like 20 damage per slash randomly is, like, it says 15%, but honestly I would say it's closer to like 30 or 40%, because when you're slashing enemies, like you just get constant crits. It's insane, especially with the attack speed. Like you'll just attack so fast, so they'll be dead in a matter of seconds. But the last upgrade is really preference. I don't know, some people go with this damage so they don't have to attack them in the back, but pretty much if you're Leon and you're good, they're gonna be running from you. So I like to go backstab damage, because it has an extra 2, and it's cheaper than the just the regular damage attack. I haven't really noticed anybody using lifesteal. That's kind of useless if you have this Pinot Noir upgrade, where it heals you when you're cloaked. So yeah, that's pretty much useless. I do see some people using slowing power. This is actually, I don't know, like I guess it's preference. Like if you don't want enemies to be able to run from you, but if you have your tongue and you're slashing them, they're pretty much not going to be able to run from you. But this just helps them not run. Like sometimes they'll get away from you, and this will just help them help you kill them easier, because they won't be able to go anywhere. They'll just be slowed to void pretty much. So my choice is the attack speed. I mean, these two are pretty much necessary. I mean, they're just so good. Like, I would never replace these two for anything else. And then my third choice would be backstab damage, because like I said, it's cheaper. It's only 2 upgrades and it only costs 200 each upgrade. This has 3 upgrades and it's only 2 damage, but you can attack them from the front and get the extra damage, but they're pretty much always running, so I always go for this one. The third row, which is like the utility, I guess it's called, with Leon, this is really preference, but I've noticed like everybody's starting to stack HP now, so I always go with these. Definitely, like, these are pretty much a must, because I mean, he only has 115 health. Like, if you get a clunk, and like you'll just get comboed so easily if you don't have these. The power pills, they're free. Gives you 40 health with no extra upgrades. So yeah, I pretty much always go with that. And then the max health, that's pretty nice. I sometimes go with the, I mean, well, pretty much always, because everybody's stacking HP now. It's so annoying. Like, everybody stacks HP, like, no matter what. So I mean, you gotta conform to them or you're gonna get destroyed. Some people go with speed instead of this, instead of the power pills light, but everybody's stacking HP now, so you gotta go with this, like, I'm telling you. But the Medican, that increases your health over time, but that's pretty much useless. If you have this where you're stealthed and you'll get health over time, that's just not worth it if you have this at all. The speed, that's pretty nice, but if you end up going with the slowing slash or whatever, you really don't need this. But I mean, you don't need it anyways, because if the enemy's getting away, you can just tongue them to you and they'll come right back to you, and by the time you start slashing them and they're getting away, you tongue them back and you're slashing them again, they're dead. So you don't really need speed. And then the last two, or the last ones, like, these two are really, like, they're really, I guess, I don't know, I mean, this one's pretty good, but the games are lasting so long. Like, the 150 solar for free, I mean, games are lasting so long now. I mean, it's just really, I don't know. I guess it's just preference, but I really like having this one because you get solar so fast throughout the game. You get 30 extra solar per minute, so in 5 minutes, that's, boom, an extra upgrade. And games last about 30 minutes now, so 5 times 150, whatever that is, like, so that's pretty much like 900 solar, or like 750, I guess, like, for free, basically. I mean, you're only spending 100, so by the end of the game you're gonna be like 7 levels higher. If the enemy team was doing the exact same as you and they didn't have this, you'd be 7 levels higher pretty much just by having this upgrade. And 7 levels is a big difference because that's 700 solar. So I always go with this, but it's really preference. If you want to have a early game advantage, I would go with this, but games are lasting so long now that this is really necessary, I guess. So yeah, that was my overview of Leon. If you guys think I did something wrong, let me know, because I mean, I've played him a lot. I think he's my most used character. I have like 700 kills with him, I think. I mean, this is pretty much what I use. I mean, but the stealth row, like, it's really, sometimes I go with this first strike damage, but I mean, this dummy walking, that's pretty nice for just killing their core if they're turtling in. So I mean, I could see some people complaining about me not using first strike damage, but that's the reason I use these two dummies right here. where it walks and it'll explode into their turret or their core, their central core base. That's the reason I use these two.
This